Okay.
Hi! How are you? We are back at the first episode of Caliente Chat. Today we have Robin and Chloe with us, and then there's of course Ali and me, Jamie.
Robin to join us to talk about their dance journey. So we're gonna focus on how they started dancing and what was the experience so far. Yeah. But before we go ahead, then you can maybe introduce yourself. Each of you. Who wants to start?
Okay, my name is Robin. I think many people have seen me around. I've been here for a while. I came straight from Mexico to Singapore. I've been here for 5 years, almost 6 already. And I started dancing like a bit longer than 2 years ago in Caliente.
So 2020.
2020, yes, at the end of 2020.
Okay. What about you, Chloe?
I've been dancing for about a year. So like Robin, I also started during the pandemic. So yeah, because like number one, there was nothing to do.
2021.
Yes.
Year 2020.
2020, end of 2020.
End of 2020.
The pandemic is a long time.
Yes.
And,
So-
and apparently we started on the same month.
The same month.
Yeah.
One year.
Yeah, 1 year apart.
Wow. So what brought you into learning Latin dance?
For me, it was something to go step out of the house first. No, it was like working from home for almost 1 year, for a few months. It's like, I need to do something. Then I got an invite from a friend to do Latin dance. Now, back they expected me to be very super good at dancing. So she was like, okay, come with me, so nobody thinks like I'm totally new to this. Okay, I'll go with you. Even though I'm also lost in this, let's go and try Latin dance. Colette, a colleague from the office. Yeah, she was around for a while also. We started together doing solo classes. Okay. Interesting thing, level 1. Then it's like level 2. Okay. We continue and then we never stop.
Why you never thought about dancing when you were in Mexico? Isn't that like the place where people...
I think it is, but it's not exactly like something you think about, right? It's something that you find around, right? So you don't think about it. You are working, you are meeting your family, and then suddenly there is something, or there is a party, or there is, and then you see people dancing. Then you start joining, and you dance a bit, then you continue doing whatever you were doing before. But
So
it's
it's
something
part of your
you
culture.
find. Yes, it's something you find like just randomly. No, it's not something that you plan itself. Like you could go and plan and go to a club and then go find people and dance with them, right? But suddenly sometimes you can find also like you come back home and then all your family is there and then they start dancing. Okay, it's something you find like randomly.
So your friend, they brought you to the class.
To the club, yeah.
Okay.
But when you were in Mexico, what is your first memory of dancing?
When you are at home, right, and the house needs to be done, right, and then your mom starts playing music, right, and then your mom starts playing some salsa, Celia Cruz song or Calamar, no, and then you start doing the house, and then your mom is like, pass you the mop, pass you the broom, and then you start doing the house with your mom or the whole family, and then there is music around, and it's like, so it's the vibe, right? And then someone is just dancing and not doing anything. I mean, do you stop, finish first, and then you dance after, right? And then after that, it's like when you meet more people outside, right? And then you start dancing, doing the same but without the broom.
Okay.
But still in Singapore, it's a Singaporean friend.
Yeah, I got a Singaporean friend, yeah.
So does that mean that next time I can outsource the studio cleaning to you?
Yes.
So I'll put the music for you, then you have the broom.
Yes. I always do that in my class, and when there's people play the song that my mom used to play when I was at home, and then we do the house with this song, and it's like, yeah.
What about you, Chloe? How did you get into it?
I got into it similar, also during the pandemic, and it was because I needed to do something else besides work. And it was and I was getting fat, so it was it wasn't really. I was like, okay, yeah, I need to do something. I need to move, right? But I did not want to just do the gym. And it was, just be alone. Cause it was COVID, and I was like already alone for the longest time.
You said you didn't want to do a gym. So why you don't do the gym?
I don't want to do the gym. It's nothing personal, but like when you're in the gym, you kind of like sit down by yourself and like do your reps, and that's about it, right?
Okay, so you wanted to do some fitness activity?
Yes. I started. That's why I started with solo.
You started with solo?
Yes.
Yeah, because for the longest time we couldn't run partner classes. Right.
So why not hip hop? Or maybe you did not. Why salsa?
I mean, like, why salsa? And it was, I mean, I tried to join hip hop, but then in Singapore, maybe like when I joined the classes it was bad timing, but everyone was kids. And then I felt really old. And they all danced really well. So I needed to do something like with more people who were like more like my age maybe. Yeah, but besides that, I was actually choosing between dance, like salsa, like Latin dancing and pole dancing. And then my friend was like, can you walk in heels? Like, can you even walk in heels? Because if you can't walk in heels, you can't really dance in heels. And like for pole dancing, it was like you have to dance in those heels that are on heels.
Big one.
Yeah,
Huge.
heels on heels. Yeah, yeah. So that's why.
But your dancing is more heels now.
Yeah, I know.
You can go back to your friend and tell her that I can.
Yeah, I
can
did
dance in heels now.
I did.
Okay, interesting. So yeah, then 2 years after that, okay, can you, Robin, what was the, if you summarize the process of your 2 years?
2 years, I think it's been a lot of learning and a lot of not pressure, but a lot of like, learning curve, let's say, right? It's been a lot of learning curve, right? You start like learning as a student, then you start learning as an instructor, then you start learning as a performer, right? There is like multiple type of things that you learn at some point. At the end of the day, the only thing that you can say is like, people who goes on the whole part is like, they like dancing, It's like they just go and go and go, and then you don't stop, right? So it's a lot of learning, it's a lot of effort inside, right? But at the end of the day, you feel the satisfaction of getting somewhere, So from not being able to dance at all to dancing a bit, and then to perform in a choreo, right? To dance with someone else, then you feel a lot of improvement, you feel a lot of achievement. I think that's been the key thing over there, right? You feel the achievement every time, a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. Right? Then you look at the past, and then you see, it's been a long process, right? But you feel like it's been like just few months. It's like that.
Yeah. So now, which way are you now?
Still learning, the same phase of learning. Still learning a lot of things.
And you, Chloe, what was the process? 1 year?
The process was a lot of internal screaming, but also like really enjoy like just dancing. And for me, it wasn't so much of a process because it wasn't like I was tracking like my progress really, but like it really hits me when I feel like when people actually tell me, like they come up to me and they actually tell me, it's like Carol, your dancing has improved a lot. Then I'm like, where? And they were like, they just list out the things that I couldn't do before when they saw me, and now, and I'm like, wow. I achieved some like Kathy and like some of the most
other students.
other students and stuff.
Wow.
And I'll be like, wow, I did that. Yeah. And then you feel like you improved.
But do you watch video of you of the past?
I'm a bit scared now.
But do you know on the release? Do you watch videos of you?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay. But what about the social component? Because you met here, right?
Yes.
You haven't said anything about.
They were trying to keep it down low.
I thought we were staying on topic.
Did you make friends?
Yes.
Yes. A lot of people. I think it's also something that you see a lot, right? So you meet the first batch of people that you have been dancing with, right? Like your classmates, right? And then you have a journey with them, right? And then suddenly, like, there is more people coming in, some people coming out, right? There is a lot of movement of people, but at the same time, it gives you the satisfaction of making friends all around, right? Like knowing more people and socializing with a lot of people, like in different stages of the process. So it's like a lot of people that we have met, or I have met.
Do you do stuff outside of the studio with them, or
If
you organize party?
It depends. I think
We
many
did.
people is like.
During some of the COVIDs when we had like 5
Yeah.
or 8. so we went to Robin's place.
Oh yeah.
We went to Robin's place for
It was a time when we were
open house.
party and
yeah. You know, I was a party man. Yes.
When I had time.
We had drinks. Then we had like a wild time, a lot of drinks that was going on.
Give him more time. Maybe he will host more parties again.
At your place now.
Yeah, your place now. And this time we can have more people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now there's no restriction, right?
Yeah.
It's good.
It's quite cool actually. Yeah, but actually I think most of the gatherings we end up dancing also. And like last time we went to a beach club with the old gang, right?
Yeah.
The batch that was still dancing with Robin right now. So we were at the beach club and then we ended up dancing also at by the pool.
What would you tell someone that wants to learn dancing?
To really try, right? Like nobody learns like knowing how to dance, right? And then that is a process. Everybody who is like a good dancer now started being a beginner like long time ago, right? So it's like just try, right? Just try to do the best you can. Try to learn as much as you can. There is no measure to say how much you need to know, right? So you just need to start and then keep going, and that's what is gonna bring you to an improvement level, right? So it's just start and just don't end, right? So it's just that.
Yeah, it's not like it's not a competition.
Yeah. There is no measure against something. You start and go on and go.
What would you say to someone?
Like don't stop is very important, I think, because quite a lot of people have told me like when they stop, right, then they sort of lose momentum, and then their journey like kind of stagnates a little bit. Like I personally haven't stopped yet, and my journey is like just like you know, but like I think if you don't stop, like it will make a difference. Yeah.
What would you tell to a beginner, to a person who wants to start?
Tell them to do hip hop.
then they would come back to the Latin dance.
Go to the dance of the old people. Go and live a young life. No, tell them it's for me I think that's the social dancing component. That's why I started to dance. This was to dance with people and then go party. Unfortunately I stopped drinking, so now it's a bit different. But it's the social dancing mostly. Then the solo is just for the technique aspect of the dance. But, you do it to improve your dancing or to have a bit more of fitness.
Well, that's very true actually, the party aspect, because like when I was traveling in Europe last time, before I started dancing at all, like at the clubs, like people would be dancing to, I know that they were dancing to something, but I could not for the life of me understand what they were doing, but there was rules to the dances. And then like just now, I'm like, when I started dancing, then I realized that, okay, this is bachata, this is salsa, the steps. They all had this like kind of steps.
Yeah.
Like,
In Europe we always dance, especially in France, we learn how to dance with ladies or girls early. It's part of the of the training, so you have to know how to dance with someone. So I think that's why I think in Europe it's common that people pick up at least like rock and roll or swing, it's kind of dance. Now more salsa bachata. Yeah.
Kizomba.
Also. Now in France, if you go, there are like parties where they do social dance. They mix rock and roll, with go swing, salsa bachata, kizomba.
Me, I will tell the beginners that we have 12 classes. They're all MIT, just try.
Yeah, just try, but then one class only is not enough to, I think, to feel you need to try social.
What is your first memory of your first social?
My first social. Oh my gosh, I didn't know what I was doing at all. And then like when I was invited to dance, like the only thing I always like told the lead was that like I just started, so it's like go easy on me, you know. And for the most part, like they did their job. Like it was like they didn't use any like too complex move or anything, so it was very enjoyable. Yeah, and then it's like the more I dance, the more like as a follow, I think it's slightly easier because you don't really have to have the moves in your head.
Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah.
Did you dance with Robin?
Yes,
The
I
first?
did. Not the first time.
Not the first
No,
time.
you were not even in the first social I attended.
You dance with me or?
I think I danced with you like once, yeah. And
It was in ICB, right?
and I could tell that you knew that I didn't know what I was doing, so
That's fine.
Yeah.
Right, left.
What's Bolivia? Busy. Is it better now? How do you feel now compared to last time?
definitely a lot better. Yeah, because like, it's like as you dance more, you also gain a bit of confidence that it's okay to do wrong steps. So like it doesn't bother you as much because like when you actually first join and then you do something wrong, it's like, oh no, and you know that it's something wrong because like the beat is like, oh, what do I do next, right? Then you feel bad because it's like, oh. But after you dance for a while, it's like, oh, it's common, to make mistakes and stuff. So when you just go on, continue the dance.
What about you, Robin? What is the first memory of your social dance?
I think the first time I tried a social, it was in Tanjong Pagar, when there was Tanjong Pagar Studio. And then it was after the class, when it was a social, I joined. I think someone invited me, so okay, I'll go and see. But then once you are there, it's a bit difficult just to see, right? Someone is gonna ask you to dance, or someone will see that, I know this person, okay, then you start dancing, right? Like, okay, at least I can do basic for the whole song. Then, okay, can do basic. And then it's
after which level?
I think I don't remember. I think I started when I was doing level 2. And it was like, the thing that happens is like you have done few classes, but as happens to many people, you forget all the classes you have done, but you can do basic. Okay, let's do basic. Let's turn the lady. Right? It was our chata song. Turn the lady to one side. Like, okay, I know this doesn't work this way, but turn the lady to the other side now with the other hand. Right? Like, it was the same, right? Just to the other side. So it's like, okay, at least I can do follow the music. It was like, okay, follow the basic now. That's it. Okay. Then that's when you realize, okay, what actually brings to improve more is to actually going for the social, not only the class. In the class you learn how to lead, how to do a move, you learn some moves, but how to actually perform or execute them with someone who you don't know or who was not in the class, then it's more in the social part, right? Then you start trying, and then you try the move. Then the first time might not happen, right? But then you try again. Then suddenly, at some point, you might get it. Right? Okay, then you
This for leads at this period of time, it's called the Inferno.
Period of hell.
And then,
Yeah, the beginner hell.
The beginner hell.
Oh, the beginner.
Beginner hell period
Yes.
is like a few months because you don't know what you're doing.
Yes.
You don't know how to do your step, and you have to lead
Yes.
the move that you forgot. So you look like what the hell is going on?
And I think you can catch it when you see new people who is joining socials, right? New students, and then you see that they're thinking, what do I do?
So how long was your
How long was your beginner hell?
I think it lasts for a few months, no? I think it lasts for a few months. Like,
So was it like easier to do bachata during this period?
I think people goes with the thinking that bachata is easier, right? Then I started doing more bachata at the very beginning, right?
For social.
For social.
So it is easier to.
Yes,
Because
yeah, exactly. When you go slower, then it's okay, right? You start with bachata. Then you start, you catch up. So there are some salsa songs that also not so fast. Then you start doing some salsa, yeah.
He was doing and True Flap and 360. All the way.
Yes.
The whole
I
song.
think it's one of the reasons a lot of guys only do bachata because they are stuck in this inferno period, the beginner hell. So they just and then they find out that bachata they can do something, and then they just focus on this and they don't try salsa anymore. I think that's one of the reasons. While the ladies you don't have a choice. Someone asks you to dance salsa or bachata, you have to go. Or sometimes you can say no, but I mean you don't have this pressure of leading someone and making sure that they have a good experience.
No, it's true. I think that I've seen
I
people.
think we still need to make sure that.
Yeah, I mean, you still have to make sure that they have a good experience. But it's like the pressure of remembering the move, leading the move and doing your steps, it's a lot for beginners. So it's help.
Yes.
I think our job is to smile and encourage them.
Yes.
It's
So, Robin, so how did you survive this? What was your technique?
I think it was my technique is. I think at some point we started with like the same people we had in the class, right? So we started like organizing ourselves of like going for social together, right? At least it's people you have done a class with, and then you try something from the class, right? And then you try something you remember from a previous class or something that you already knew. Is like, and then at some point what we try to do is like, okay, now we try to do less basic, right? Although it might end up being like doing only one move, right, which is not basic, but only one different move, right? Then you start diversifying, right? There's like, but at least it was like some people that you know, right? And then you start seeing people who is doing similar moves. Okay, I can dance with that lady because she knows how to do whatever I'm also leading. Okay, I can dance. And it's like a process. And then you start dancing with more people who you don't really know. And it's okay, at least I can do a few things. And then you know and you go.
So like you go with people that you know and then you practice the move.
Yes, and then I practice with people that I don't know to see if it works.
That sounds like so much calculation for having fun.
But yeah, because it's the beginner head.
As a lead, it's not easy. It's not easy to get used to.
You have to come up with technique to survive.
Yes, it's not that easy.
And especially when you're a lead and then you go and then you have also people that they know how to dance already.
Yes.
Then you're a guy and you don't want to feel bad. As a guy, you know, you have your pride. So respecting. Yeah, that's true. I was it for a follow for you. Like you said that, yeah, you follow. You don't have to think too much.
Yeah, you really don't have to think. The more you think, the worse it gets actually. Yeah. So yeah, like I think the goal for me was just like to have fun in socials, right? And then like the next step was like after like you have fun and you do more, you realize that I want to look good while having fun as well.
Yeah.
And then,
That's when you start doing all the styling and then it's the whole connection.
yeah. There's that. So yeah, then you start to like pull back and then you're like, okay, no, it's not just about having fun. It's just like at the beginning also in salsa, I thought it was all about being fast. Because like the thing that everyone said was that salsa is faster than bachata. So when I think like I'm doing salsa, I have to go fast, really fast. And then like you pull back and then you're like, no, it's not about fast, it's about being on time.
Yeah, true. So for you, you said for the leads, if you are a beginner, bring your
classmates. Yes, bring your classmates and dance.
Then practice
When you remember. And then you try with someone else.
And then for you, the follow just come.
Just come.
Just come and have fun.
But you are okay to dance with beginners also?
Yeah, of course.
Or you are more looking at the more advanced dancers?
No, I don't think like I want to like do that to the beginners either, because it's like they're taking the courage to like you know like be a beginner help.
So you never discriminate, huh?
Yeah, you have to join them in the help.
Encourage them.
And then they will come out of it.
You're like a couple together.
Have you been discriminated? Like again, you could see from the eyes.
No, not really discriminated, but there is sometimes someone who invites you to dance, and then they realize that you cannot do much more. Yes, and then you see their face, and they try to fake to mask it, right? Like smiling, but you are really having on mind. Okay, never mind. Let's just finish the song. Just finish the dance. It happens sometimes.
Yeah. But then you meet them again later,
and then then it happens also, right? Like then they're also like, oh, now you can dance, like, yeah. Let's dance. Yeah, you meet them after.
Try to make up for your previous
Yes.
experience.
Hopefully, people that are listening or watching, they will be inspired by your stories.
This is your what, first time in 2-3 years going back to Mexico?
Yes, after COVID for the first time. Last time I went to Mexico, it was 2019.
Does your family know
Christmas.
that you are
Yeah. And they've seen videos videos, they sing the
Did
whole
they give
thing.
any feedback? Like,
No.
wow!
No, because what happens in Mexico is that they don't count, they don't really like know like the specific details of a move. They just move, right? They just go and they just dance, like they just follow, they just lead something, they don't pay attention to the music counting, they just follow the music, they just follow the lead, the lady just follow what she feels like the signal supposed to be for, and then she do something with the body, right? Something like. But of course, if there is a bit of a wish of everybody of trying to get a free class now for the whole family. Like, everybody wants to have a class.
Classes, you don't need class.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for
Thank you for the invite, guys.
to this Caliente Chat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can find also victims.
Here we
Born
go.
and Geraldine.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Christmas.